Aquarius, if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you are feminine. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am Jem, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be discussing how to manifest your divine feminine. So before we hop into the reading, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help out my channel. One is by following me on my Instagram, and another is checking out my DEPOP. I also have many different ways you could help out the channel in the description. I sell personal readings on the DEPOP, and also I have like an Amazon wish list of tarot card decks. So if you're ever interested, check those things out. I really appreciate it. Know that any donations are extremely appreciated but not expected. Another thing, disclaimer, this is a pick a card reading. This is a generalized reading. Many different people view these readings, so not every message is going to fit with you. So that's why I always say, take what resonates and leave the rest. And also there's different ways you could pick, or just different ways you could view pick a card readings. You could view each pile and take what resonates, or you can just choose one that catches your eye. Yeah, so also know every reader reads differently. I tend to read very candidly and honestly. So warning, there could be possibly deep messages, and that's basically it. That's all I have to say. So let's hop into each pile. For the second pile, you could kind of see me in the image. Hello. But so for the first pile, show you what the bottle is. We have perfume here, couple different scents of perfume. We have Heavenly by Victoria's Secret here for the first pile. So this perfume, all of these perfumes are very obviously sweet, very feminine. This one has like a golden tint to it. It reminds me of like an angel, literally gold, heavenly, Victoria's Secret angels. So this may, if this interests you, it kind of also looks like a little like diamond at the top here. It's a very pretty bottle. It's like gold. So if that resonates with you, you may want to pick pile 1. The next one, it honestly kind of looks like a nipple, like it literally looks like a boob from the top. And the bottle is very circular, very, I would say very curvy, very circular. And it's Coach New York perfume. It's got like a pink tint to the liquid, the perfume inside. It's a very nice bottle. What else about this bottle? It's got a golden knob like at the top. So if that resonates, you may want to pick pile 2 for your selection. I don't know why it's having such a difficult time focusing. And then lastly, we have Victoria's Secret's teas here. This is, hold on, let me get this thing to focus. So we have Victoria's Secret Teas Cream Cloud. It looks like a cloud. Honestly, the bottle is a little bit, what is it called? It's like hazy. It looks like a cloud. But it's like a cream cloud. It's got this little like decor thing here, a black top. It smells really nice, clean, and yeah. So that is bottle 3. If that resonates, you may want to pick, you could literally be a tease possibly. You may want to pick 3. So let's hop into pile 1. And this image, this will be your reading on how to manifest your divine feminine. So I'm going to put this perfume away, and we are going to start off with your oracle cards. So basically we're going to pull some oracle cards that are supposed to help us identify what exactly you need to manifest your divine feminine. So we have the Shadow. It came in reverse, and then we had Gifts That Await, the Elephant in reverse. We had Letting Go. I think I'm gonna move this a bit. Maybe also like that. And then we had addiction in reverse, and then we had elimination in reverse. So okay, so one of the things right off the bat is, in order to manifest your divine feminine, this nurturing, loving energy, because that's what I equate divine feminine to. Like, I equate divine feminine as not like a toxic, feminine, shadow feminine, like, idea or concept. I actually see it as something more like genuine, something like very loving, very compassionate. Whenever I think of feminine, I think of nurturing, loving, compassion. And I don't see it as like an ego thing. It's more of like very loving. And that's what I equate that to, like a healthy, divine feminine, higher self version. And so these are the cards that were given, and I asked, what do we have to do in order to manifest that energy? And the number one thing I'm getting is letting go. Letting go of the past, letting go of whatever might be still lingering. I think more specifically is your shadow self. I think possibly denying, because it came in reverse, and there could be aspects of you that could be considered the shadow aspects of yourself that you may not accept, you may not even acknowledge. You're kind of like, maybe you deny or hide away those shadow aspects of yourself in order to like put on this, like, you like want everyone to believe that you're perfect and this higher self, but in reality there are shadow aspects to you that you may not even acknowledge, or you just deny, like the flaws, the aspects of yourself that you hide away, the shadow, literally the shadow. um and also the addictions. I think one way that you could really manifest, and how you can manifest this divine feminine, is letting go your addictions. Whatever you're addicted to that you feel like you are um, sacrificing your mental health or your physical well being for this addiction, whatever that addiction is, something that you are addicted to, could be causing you a lot of harm. This could be addicted to literally anything. This could be addiction to a partner, like in a love connection. You could be codependent. This could be addiction to drugs. Maybe you smoke a lot. Maybe you do a lot of drugs that ends up affecting you mentally, like, and the way you see yourself. That could be like a shadow aspect. There could also be addiction to the eating. Could be addicted to your phone, could be addicted to some sort of hobby you may have that maybe like it takes over your life, that it's like you need to stay back and find a balance with. This could be addicted to your work life. You could be addicted to work, a workaholic, and it sacrifices your mental health and your physical well-being. So whatever you are finding yourself addicted to, it's definitely saying like to let go of this addiction. You could be addicted to a person, that like obsession. It could also be like obsession type of addiction. It could be addicted to, you could literally be addicted to anything if you think of it conceptually. Like, you could be addicted to negative self-talk. You could be addicted to limiting yourself, like telling yourself that you're not good enough or that you can't accomplish something. You could be addicted to anything. Whatever you feel that you are addicted to, possibly reflecting on this, ask yourself what is the best way you can resolve this addiction, because cold turkey is clearly not going to it's not that's not something sustainable. Maybe for some people it is, but for in order to make slow change for the better, which is easier than just cold turkeying it, like how can you manifest or how can you create that type of success? So what can you do to one way, sorry, one like how could you slowly or how could you let go of this addiction? One way could be finding a balance with whatever it is you are addicted to. Finding a balance, meaning, and when I say that, I mean like finding like an equilibrium where, for example, let's say this is you overeat, right? You eat a lot or you are addicted to food. And obviously, cold turkeying and not eating the things that you're addicted to obviously is not going to work out if you just, quickly cut yourself out, because you're gonna, in the next couple days, you're gonna, end up wanting to eat those things again and maybe fall back into that. One way that could be helpful is finding a way to make it easier. So, like, one day I will eat the things that I like once a week, or I'll eat those things at a minimum like every day, but it'll be like enough that makes me feel like I'm being obedient or respecting myself, and your physical health and possibly mental health as well. So also like drugs, for example. Obviously, cold turkeying, like maybe not the best idea, but like a lot of the time, people who go through like this may not be the best advice, but like for example, let's say you're addicted to a drug. I feel like cold turkeying it is just not like it's just not possible. Like it really isn't possible. Like to expect someone to be off the drug for the rest of their life after they were addicted to it for like months and months, it's just literally physically impossible. How are you supposed to? It's just not possible. Like I feel like the best and easiest way to find control when it comes to this is regulating yourself. Like, be like, hey, okay, like, I won't overdo it. I'll control myself. I could still do it, but I'm going to control myself with it. Obviously, some people can't do that, and that's why they have to cold turkey. And a lot of the time, they do fall back into the same patterns, or like they'll break their sobriety. But they always still continue to try to get back on track. I feel like, um, although one way that would make it easier is to try to find an easier way to deal with this solution by managing it and limiting it in your life. Also know that you're not perfect. You're still going to have shadow aspects. Like you can't make yourself like cleanse yourself of all your shadow aspects. Like there's still going to be things about you that you may not like, but you have to find ways to work with them. For example, possibly this addiction, like let's say you're addicted to your phone or you're addicted to TV. You could be addicted to TV, like watching shows, and watching too many shows can really upset you, maybe feel like, you're not really doing much or whatever, and it's kind of like you're wasting time. But also, never watching TV in your life could possibly make you sad, because it's like it's supposed to bring entertainment and happiness. So find a balance. Be like, find a limit, schedule yourself, write a schedule, be like, okay, I'll watch this much TV a day, and anything more like that, then I won't do. Like you find a routine, a possible routine that works best for you. That's a way. That's a way that you can manage that addiction into creating it into something a lot healthier than what it is now. Another thing to the shadow, I think it talks a lot about illuminating like it's also interesting that you picked this perfume because it's literally like gold. It's very like shiny, bright, like shiny, and it literally talks about glitter and illumination, like the light. In a lot of cards, the light here, and it talks the light here. It's like bringing light back into your life. Maybe even motivation. Maybe you've been lacking motivation, and this is saying, how can you bring more motivation into your life? Out like within yourself. Find motivation within yourself rather than trying to grasp motivation from other people. So how can you motivate yourself? Where inside you can you find motivation if you're lacking that? Because ultimately, you really have to ask yourself, whatever it is that you need, you can solve yourself, and you have the knowledge, the power to provide whatever it is for yourself. You should never expect someone else to provide something for you, because you'll always have this emptiness within yourself. You need to be able to feel whole and provide everything you need within yourself, before like entering relationships. Like, those relationships should add to you, not fill you. I hope that makes sense. But so the illumination here is like, how can you find motivation within yourself? So what can you do? What type of activities could you do to possibly find motivation? Like, I feel like a lot of time surrounding yourself in like this space, this surrounding, this environment that may bring motivation. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, surround yourself in it. So like skincare, if you're really like passionate about skincare, surround yourself with like skincare stuff, or like images of beautiful, clean like objects, like plants. If you like, for example, like I know a lot of people like to feel clean in their house. So like clean your apartment, physically clean it, or have things that look cleanly, or like a lot of time white, using the color white helps that, to make yourself feel a lot more clean, wearing white, or feeling like the air around you is clean by using like plants and stuff. So finding ways to like surround yourself in things that motivate you. You could also possibly write things down of things you're motivated about. You could decorate your surroundings in your hobbies. So like, for example, if you're passionate about a certain hobby like cars, you're passionate, imagine, or like whatever you're passionate about, surround yourself with images of. Maybe even buy books, do some reading. Like if you're interested in like psychology, therapy, or anything like that, you get yourself a book, you read it, make yourself some tea, like do aesthetically pleasing vibe, like things around you for yourself. Those types of things can really bring motivation into your life. There's also like plenty different ways to motivate you. You just have to ask yourself, how can you do that? Letting go of baggage, we have. So another thing that could really help you move forward into this higher divine feminine is letting go of whatever grudges, things that may be holding you back. For example, you could be angry or upset with people still that may have hurt you in the past, but you've moved past them and maybe, either separated yourself from that connection, or maybe they apologized and you're like, okay, I will forgive, but then maybe it's still lingering around. Maybe you could ask yourself, how can I fully forgive this person? Know that not every time when a situation like that happens, not every time someone is going to apologize and, admit to their mistakes, but it doesn't matter about that, because it's not about what they can do for you, and it's more about you are finding forgiveness for them for your own peace of mind. Forgiveness has nothing to do with them and all to do with you. forgiveness is about your healing, not theirs. So another good way to find forgiveness for someone, especially when someone has done you wrong and maybe hasn't apologized, is trying to understand why they may have done what they've done. Try to figure out like what in their life happened to why they would hurt you. And it helps you understand because it finds a new way to for you to see that they're also a hurt person as well, and possibly find some compassion. I know it's very like you don't want to, this person doesn't deserve, like I could understand like this person doesn't deserve forgiveness, fuck them. But understand that that is all your ego talking. That is your ego talking. Um Try to find compassion for the person and understand like the compassion you give to them has nothing to do with, them. You don't have to talk to this person, you don't have to be friends with this person, you don't have to even surround yourself. It's about understanding for yourself, for you to be able to find forgiveness for this person and fully let them go. Um and not hold on to this grudge anymore. And seeing this person for who they are and know that they're hurt and that's why they hurt people. Like they say all the time, hurt people, hurt people. So what gives a weight? And we have the elephant in reverse. The elephant in reverse talks about how the elephant, when it comes into your life, it's basically like either a blockage stomper, like it literally like stomps all the walls in front of you to get to where, like, to get you to where you need to be, like whatever like stops you, it just plummet, like just like plows through it. um and it also talks about how it also creates its own blockages in order to guide you in the right direction. It's kind of like a little bit of confusing card, but in reverse it says that the main thing is the misunderstanding of fate. So maybe you are having difficulties with what you perceive fate to be, and maybe that's something you need to do some reflection on and may help you further yourself in the future. Is like, for example, like maybe you are seeing fate as kind of like a way of not helping yourself. So when I say that is like you see maybe a message and it says something that maybe you don't like about your future, and it says like, oh, something about a bad about your future, and instead of helping yourself and seeing like, oh, I could maybe redirect myself so that possibly potential future won't happen, and I'll work on myself in order to prevent that. But it's like you hear that message and you're like, this is the only thing for me, this is what's going to happen, and I'm not going to do anything to fix myself or heal myself, and just going to let it happen. And maybe that's what it's saying, like you're misunderstanding the fate. Fate is not like, you still have control of your ultimate fate, your ultimate destiny. Like just because something says, something is said to happen, or will, like what they say may happen, it's only like a potential future that you may have. You still have control, and it's like, don't it could also be like another way of like excusing your misbehaviors is like it was meant to happen, or that it was fate that this issue were to happen. And it's kind of saying like you still have control over your own actions. You still have power over your own actions. Don't use it as like an excuse. What gives a weight for you? So glitter, this talks about like a message that could help you like physically manifest your divine feminine is possibly like glittery things, like maybe surrounding yourself in glitter, or like things that are glittery. Maybe you have like decor that's glittery, or maybe you have like a pillow that's glittery, or just things like that. Can you really like shiny, I feel like very shiny things. um but it asks you maybe to what gifts await you. So like what gifts can you manifest into your life? Like maybe a reflection is you could ask yourself is what can I manifest? What gifts can I manifest? What can I see towards the future? What do I want in the future? What gifts await me in the future? Really ask yourself, like, what are the things you can manifest into your life? And know that you can manifest anything that it is you want in your life. You just have to figure out what it is first. What is it exactly that you want to manifest? Okay, I talked way too much about that. Let's now pull some cards, some message cards, some things that want to be said to you, things you may want to manifest. Okay, give us, please, Spirit, give us 6 messages to help Pile 1 understand how they can manifest their divine feminine. What can they do to manifest their divine feminine? We have an ego trip. You could be very, your ego could possibly be very high right now just because of I didn't even realize, like, didn't put two together that I said high and we're talking about addiction. So like you literally could have like a very high ego, like maybe even when you like, if drugs are pertaining to that. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But possibly an ego trip can can actually help you. Your ego may be clouding your judgment, and obviously usually people grow big egos after a very hurtful or like situation that hurts them a lot, because usually it's that they feel so low that it's like even about themselves, maybe like when they feel so low about themselves, their ego usually comes and compensates for that. So they try to protect themselves. They feel like a lot of people are attacking them or after them or like to hurt them, so their ego comes out to protect them and they lash out a lot. They may hurt people with their words, or they don't have like a lot of compassion or sympathy for other people. They're kind of like protecting themselves. And a big way that can possibly help push you forward is maybe an ego trip. Like you may, well, not, it may not help. I mean, an ego death. That's what I mean. You could be going through an ego trip right now. Maybe this time is like your ego is very high. And it's saying like an ego death may help, like maybe identifying the thoughts that you have in your head, whether it's ego or whether it's something to be true. Like, this person is just jealous of me could be like an ego trip, or this person is just jealous, or this person's just gonna hurt me, or like I'm better than them, or I'm trying to think of like best ways to describe an ego thing. It's like over the top, egocentric, almost like narcissistic, doesn't really care for anyone else. And that's something that you need to bring more into your life, is finding compassion for the people that surround you, like your friends, your family. Know that nobody's perfect, and letting go of the things that are hurting you. Okay. An ego death, maybe something that could be something you may want to look up, and understanding what is your ego and what isn't your ego. We have you look great. Maybe finding more love for yourself would also do great, like not letting people's comments or opinions affect you too much, because that could also just be your ego and your insecurities deep down that allow that to penetrate. Like maybe finding more love for yourself and saying you deserve and I think accepting your flaws, accepting the shadow aspect, will definitely, you will find authentic love for your full self, and that will help you push forward into not letting people's comments or whatever their opinion is to pierce you, and you still are able to find, you see them and you see like you can find compassion and love even for the people that, lash out, because you know that the people who lash out at you, the people who say these nasty comments, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. They are dealing with their own crap, their own shit on their own, and they're hurting so bad that they have to lash out. And that's what I like. People who lash out, it's because their ego. It's because of their ego. Okay, we have tropical drinks. Maybe like creating some like smoothies, I'm thinking, could possibly help you enter this like divine feminine vibe. Like maybe waking up, creating these like drinks for yourself, like tropical drinks, like banana smoothies or blueberry, like pineapple, mango, like just your like drinks for yourself in the morning with like ice, to get your like day started. Okay, what other stuff? What stuff? 1, 2, 3. We have you're doing great. You're looking great. You're doing great. You're doing great, honey. I saw PS, I'm going through a difficult time in my life right now. This addiction could be causing a lot of pain. And maybe this is a piece of it, motivation for yourself is, I know you're going through a hard time. I know you're struggling, but you're doing great. Keep lifting yourself up, keep pushing. You're doing fantastic and you're doing the best that you can with what you have. And that's all that matters. Oh, fuck. Sorry, this is backwards. Okay. Give us 2 more messages. 1. Some other piece of advice to help Pio 1 manifest that divine feminine. 2, 3. We have I'm very upset. There could be something about you that's this shadow aspect that you could be very hard on yourself about. Like maybe there's something within you that you hate about yourself, or that's very hard for you to accept about yourself. And this could be something that you really need to like reflect on and be like, hey, if I can't change this about myself, how can I live with this and live peacefully with myself too, and find more authentic love for this flaw that I may have. One way could be, for example, shame, guilt, something in your life that you may be feeling very guilty about, or some sort of shame that you feel very shameful about, like maybe it was an event in your life that you could have a lot of shame about. Maybe it has something to do with your addiction, like maybe you were addicted to a substance in the past that you may have a lot of shame about, or you could have a lot of shame towards, I feel like it's definitely an addiction because we do have like this next to each other. This could have created a lot of darkness in your life, this addiction. Like you were in a very dark place, like it wasn't illuminated, and there was some sort of help that came into your life that maybe illuminated your life, like literally has guided you into this path of light. And I think trusting the process could definitely help. I think this whole shame one, I think definitely trying to find, like, how can you release this shame? How can you accept yourself? How can you be okay with who you are? Like, you still should push yourself to do the best you can and be in this higher aspect that you know you can be. But also, whatever happened in the past, whoever you were in the past, whatever events occurred in your life that taught you a lot of lessons, how can you release any shame that was created from that? I think, in my opinion, if you can't think of something, one way that could possibly help is acceptance, accepting yourself, loving yourself, self-love. And by doing that with the way you could find love for yourself is by telling yourself these things, like literally telling yourself how much you love yourself, telling yourself, appreciating yourself, telling yourself you're doing great. Literally, you could write it down, affirmations like, I'm doing wonderful. I'm so lucky that I'm still here today. I'm, doing the best that I can with what I have. Telling yourself mentally all these great things about yourself, and physically also doing those things as well. Like physically treating your body with respect. Respecting your body, meaning like don't, you end up finding a balance of like to respect your body. Like you don't overindulge in things. You still find ways to make yourself happy, like maybe, eating, but you don't overdo it. You respect yourself that enough to know not to overdo it. Respecting the physical body, respecting your physical body. By doing things for yourself, like going to the gym, but also giving yourself a reasonable goal. Skincare, taking care of yourself, like doing things like that. I know I repeated myself several times, but okay. 1, 2, what lastly can pile 1, 2, 3? We have, they are trying to hurt us. So this could be a message. Please don't get paranoid with this message. This could be someone maybe that might be trying to influence your life. Maybe it has something to do with your shadow or this addiction that might be like persuading you or pushing you, or maybe trying to convince you maybe to fall back into these things, or just trying to like maybe not here for your best interest. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think it's like they may not be doing it on purpose, but they're just not here for your best interest. And this may be saying like, this may be something you may want to avoid. This person might be someone you may want to avoid, let go of, and start focusing more on the gifts that awaits you in the future. Letting go of the past. This person is trying to grab you and ring you back up and like trap you in the past again and bring you back into this past. And this is something you need to let go of the past and look towards the future. Look towards the gifts you want in your life. What is it that you want in your life? What is it like? Where do you want to be? What goals do you have? What can you see that you can manifest and bring into your life? Okay, so we have the messages. I was supposed to do tarot and I didn't even fucking... I talked too much about everything else. I just felt like I needed to mention those things. I'm gonna do some charms as well, and we're gonna do some tarot real quick. We'll do some quick tarot. But I wanna definitely do some charms. Okay, what are some things to manifest your divine feminine for pile 1? How can pile 1 manifest the divine feminine? Okay, we got first card is the Hangman in reverse. We have delays, standstill, resistance, stalling, indecision, fear of sacrifice, lack of control. You could be feeling like there's definitely a lack of control in your life. Maybe you could be feeling like there is no possible way that you can get help, or that you are stuck. You could be seeing like that you're stuck in your life, or that there's nothing you could do, and that there's delays and standstills. Like there's nothing that could bring you towards the future. It's kind of like you're going to be stuck here forever. And that could be the mentality you may be having, and it could be very self-limiting, and just saying like, this is all that I have for me. And maybe that's when it comes to addiction, and it's saying like, you are creating your own blockages. You are stopping yourself. You are your perspective on life is stopping you from pushing forward. There's nothing else stopping you besides you. There's only you. You are the one deciding to wait. You are the one not making the effort to change. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of giving me like a little bit of victim mentality, like that you need someone else to come and help you, and it's like you are the only help you need. We have reverse personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, fear of change, playing it safe, lacking planning. Another thing too, a great way that may help you manifest this divine feminine is you could be very scared. It could be scary. You're scared of change. You're scared of what is next. And maybe that's why you stay so in touch with whatever this is. It could be comforting, and that's the reason to why you stay in it. But this is saying like, whatever you're scared of isn't as like, is no way as bad as what you are staying in. The fear that you're having is just an illusion. It's not real. Whatever is out there for you, the gifts that await for you are waiting, and they are 10 times better than what you are staying stuck in. Stop playing it safe. Maybe have more planning. What is it that you want? Plan. You know, limit, be like, hey, if I don't get out of this, I need to give myself a time, like, period. Like, I'm going to get out of this in, I'll give myself a week. And then once the week hits, I'm changing and I'm moving on and I'm letting this go. And I'm going to work forward in order to receive those gifts that are awaiting me. Give yourself a plan. What is it in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in a month? Where do you see yourself in a week? We have delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighing down, boredom. You could be feeling bored, and that's why you're still addicted. What are ways to find motivation in your life? What are ways that you can find motivation, find energy, find passion? You could be feeling very weighed down because you're just, staying stuck, not helping yourself. And it's like, you need to help yourself. Go find a hobby. Go find something that you're passionate about. Go socialize. Push yourself to do these things. Don't be scared. Stop being scared. Don't be scared. You could join different groups. You could join like an art class. You could join Zumba. You could do anything that you want and put your heart to. Just don't limit yourself. Lack of energy. What can you do to bring more energy in your life? What can you do to bring more motivation in your life? What can you do to bring more passion into your life? 1, 2, 3. Energy. Look, see? This beautiful possible future you have here. Energy, passion, inspiration, inspired action, adventure, fearless, impulsiveness. Maybe you need to start being a little bit more impulsive when it comes to making decisions. Stop stalling. Stop waiting around that someone's going to come here and help you. You need to do it yourself. You need to go out and do adventures. Maybe, for example, you need to go out and explore the world yourself, not expecting someone to come do it with you. Go drive around. Go explore the city. Go like flower hunting. Like, literally, there's so many things you could do. Like, just go do something, go create your own adventures. Maybe go to the beach. Go explore a national park by yourself. You don't need anyone. All you need is yourself. Go out to dinner with yourself. Go buy yourself a smoothie. Go to stores by yourself. You don't need anyone to come around with you. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else. Create your own adventures. That's how you're going to create more energy and passion in your life, more inspired action. And it'll help you with your fears as well. The more you do it, the more you'll know that you're fearless and you're not scared to like this the second you start, the more you'll be less fearful about it. Okay. What did I want to do? Oh, okay, charms. We're gonna do some charms and some little words, and that will be the end of your reading, pile one. Okay, what are some words that could help motivate pile one? I believe you got this, pile one. You just have to believe it yourself. I know it's what you want. You want to create this divine feminine. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't click on this video. You want to create this space, this mindset for yourself, this perspective. You got it. Just go for it. Okay. So one thing off the bat, we have 4 here. The number 4 could be significant, possibly stability, for example, like creating stability within yourself. Maybe you seek out a lot of stability in partners or other people, and it's like you need to create your own stability, your own structure in your life. We have admire. There could be someone with an H name that is admiring you. We also have F. That could be someone that says they're trying to hurt us. It could be an H or an F name. We have fragrance. They could smell good, possibly, or like the way you smell, and they could be an admirer. We also have like a little like love thing here, heart. They could possibly be interested in you. We have PL. Okay. I just thought of pluck, maybe like plucking eyebrows. This could also just be initials. We have jog, maybe going for a jog, like maybe you need to start going for jogs, go for a run. Maybe that could help you find motivation. We have boil. I just thought of the expression, what boils down, like what it boils down to. We have adolescence. Okay, then we have finger licking. What else do we have? We have fuckboy. And then we have a little message that says, follow the advice of your heart. Maybe your heart is telling you something, and it could be you are just not listening to it and ignoring it and playing it safe, and this is saying to follow your heart. I think we have possibly a fuckboy on our hands that might be finger licking. They could be good looking, but what it boils down to is maybe they're childish, they're an adolescent, like they're still like childish. We have NQ, that could be possibly initials, or I just thought of NyQuil. I don't know what that has to do with it, but NQ. We have a little anchor here. You could be anchored down on like a decision, and this is saying like stop stalling and just go for whatever it is that you want. We have MT, could be I just thought of mountain. That could be also like some sort of initials that might be significant. We have FO. This makes me think of fool, like foo. You're such a fool. And maybe it's like foolish for you to stay and staying stuck on this, and what you need to do is start exploring, taking this adventure. We have civilian. We have immediate. You need to immediately start exploring and like start taking action. Stop being indecisive. Stop delaying yourself. We have joint. We have J, G. So I just thought of jog again. You could be going on a lot of jogs. That might be very helpful. I honestly I don't even know how to pronounce this word. I don't know what it says. I think it might be iodine, which I think is in salt, but it also it looks like kind of idiot. Like it looks like that word. I'm not really sure. Um, so it could be something about salt, or it could be like someone's being an idiot. We have 80. We have like two little swans with like a heart here. We have why. You could be asking yourself why a lot, or you need to start asking yourself why about everything. We have exam. We have fairy. So, I think definitely taking action, go after whatever you're trying to seek in somebody else, you need to start seeking in yourself. For sure. Seek this motivation, seek this light, this illumination, seek this passion, this inspired action, this energy. Seek it, go after it, stop waiting around. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed pile one. I know it was a long one, a bit of a doozy, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile twos. If you chose the Coach perfume bottle, this will be your reading on what you can do to manifest your divine feminine. So we have your oracle cards here. I shuffled them off camera for you. You have a lot of turquoise, but let's start off with the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. So we have the bee. I know this talks about the bee basically being a very hard worker. Let's just get all your cards out first, and then we'll hop right into it. So we also have Beauty, the peacock here. We have Perseverance. We have the Flow in reverse. This makes me think of going with the flow. We have Renaissance Man in reverse. Or in, I guess it's supposed to be in reverse. I didn't mean to say reverse, but let's see. Let's see if it needs to be in reverse. Because it came in reverse at first and then it flipped over. I guess we could take it as both. We'll see. We also have Glitter came out again. It was similar to the first pile. This card came out. Okay, and then we have the Alethena card, which I need to look up. But yeah, so these are your oracles, and these are some piece of advice of what you can do to manifest, how you can manifest your divine feminine. So one of the things you can do is, I think, what I believe it's saying, well, actually, let me look at this card real quick first, just to make sure. So we have the Athena. It's one of the ones in the back. Okay, so it says the truth. And it's kind of like, it's not upright, it's kind of in dark. I would believe that's, yeah, that's like the opposite. So it's in dark. We have a little like yin and yang here. Our souls recognize the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Althena. It has an undeniable resonance. Oh, fuck my life. That goes beyond the rational. We can also recognize Althena, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. By its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak the truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. The Athena card requires us to step towards the act of truth. This might look as like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaim your own truth in a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings, set it free. Okay. So that is that card. And just to refresh my memory, the bee. Just air sign. Just want to remind myself. It says content, active, vibrant. Okay, and they talk about it being a very hard worker. So I think you persevering through, so I apologize for that. I think persevering through your hard work, persevering through whatever it is that you are possibly wanting to create some sort of, like, this could be a hobby that, or some sort of like career path you may want to pursue, and it's like something you may be chasing after and working hard towards, and you could possibly be maybe feeling like tired, or it's causing a lot of like, maybe you're a little bit overworked, or you could be feeling very tired in this. It's not like something you're kind of like, but you're still pushing through. And this is a piece of advice saying like, keep pushing. You could be doubting yourself, like, is this something I really want to do? Like, is this actually going to provide me abundance? Is this going to actually help? Keep pushing. Don't give up. Because this could be something that maybe you go after some things and then maybe you just give up easily and you start focusing on something else. This Renaissance man gives me like, you want to be great at everything, and maybe it's like one issue you may have is you're kind of distracted too much by everything. So you don't actually you're not actually able to pursue in one thing and excel in it, just because there's so many other things that are like, oh, well, what if this is a better choice to pursue this right now? And it distracts you. And this is saying like, focus on this one thing, push through it, keep pushing through it, and whatever else secondly may come, but right now stay dedicated, persevere through this. We also have flow in reverse. So this makes me think of going with the flow, but it's in reverse. We also have a lot of blue here, the color blue. This could be talking about royalty. The color blue could also talk about tranquility. It could talk about calmness, logical thinking. This could talk about, what else with the blue? Sadness, possible sadness. These could be things that are affecting your life right now. These types of things, like maybe you're thinking about wealth, your financial status, and how this hobby or whatever it is you're feeling determined and working hard towards. You could be wondering like, is this going to bring, me wealth, lavish living? And I think it's saying to keep pushing through, don't give up. I think this is also, with all the blue, could be like, you may be feeling sad about this, you're not really sure. This is also saying maybe to think more logically about this whole situation, think very logically about it. And then going with the flow, maybe you need to stop going with the flow and start taking action. It's good to stay calm and tranquil, but I think this reverse card is maybe go with the flow within yourself when it comes to like whatever is giving you anxiety or possible stress. It's saying like, try to think with a mentality of like, whatever is causing you this anxious anxiety, just be like, I'll go with the flow with that, with my mental state, but with your like, whatever this is with your pursuing, take action and don't go with the flow with it. Like, chase after it, put in action. If that doesn't resonate, this may also just be like going with the flow internally about like, don't give up on this hobby and keep going with the flow within this possible career that you may be chasing. Whatever it is that you're putting hard work towards. like go with the flow with it and just keep pushing. Don't give up. Keep going down that river. Keep pushing through. Don't start fighting the current now. Um, that could be a better way of explaining it. So it says in the Perseverance card, it says, it seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you've climbed is huge and formidable, but it's also your ability to climb it. But also, so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you need to tackle it. Complain if it makes it the job easier, blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get the top of the Everest on inspirational quotes. No way. They're grunting, they're crying, they're cursing like freaking pirates, and that just doesn't sell a lot of posters. You may feel like this whatever you're doing really sucks right now, and it's maybe draining you or feeling very draining, and just like not, you could be feeling like kind of sad, or it's causing you maybe mental, like maybe you're feeling sad about it, but it's saying to keep pushing through it. Keep pushing through it. You're going to feel very gratified and feel like proud that you continued to push through it, because I think it will help you in the future. We have beauty as well. I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even if I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't need to try so hard all the time to show it. And that is such a beautiful message. I honestly just want to cry, like, from that message. You could be feeling very emotional, like you want to cry also, or just like maybe lately feeling very emotional, sad. Maybe when it comes to the way you see yourself, maybe you're not seeing yourself as beautiful. I'm thinking also could be something to do, maybe you're persevering through your body image, or maybe something to do with your mental health, like maybe you're going through therapy, maybe you are pushing through working out, maybe you're going to the gym working out, and it's like maybe you're like, this is just putting too much effort, and I don't even feel, maybe you're hitting some blockages of like how you see yourself, and maybe you're feeling like, you know, upset that maybe you gained a couple pounds, or maybe that you lost a couple pounds, or you're feeling maybe insecure about the way that you look right now, or having some issues with that. And it's saying like, listen, this is, you're not gonna look beautiful every day. You are beautiful even if you don't think it right now. It's like, even if you don't see it right now, you are beautiful. I think it's like, no matter how many people don't say it, you are beautiful. No matter how many times you don't think it, or that you look in the mirror and you like may like see something you don't like right now, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, it literally, it's just the one day that maybe you just don't feel that great about yourself, and it's one day out of the rest of the days where you are beautiful. And know that also insecurity, feeling possibly insecure, sad, or emotional one day may impact the way you see yourself. Which may, when you look in the mirror, you then might also notice more flaws, and that's like something that may, you know, push you to see yourself more negatively. When in reality, it's like, it doesn't matter how you look. It literally doesn't matter how you look. As long as you love yourself and think you are beautiful, I think also it's like, you don't have to try so hard all the time to look beautiful. Like, there's gonna be days where you look like ass. You'll look like a fucking, you'll think, I look like an actual fucking rat right now. My hair is a mess. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm, just not looking good at all. And you'll go into the grocery store and there'll be someone like staring at you, or just like, and then comes up to you and is like, you look really beautiful. Like, what are you talking about? I look like a fucking rat right now. But it's like, that's how you are perceiving it. That's how you are perceiving it. Other people don't perceive it that way. And you usually perceive it worse when you are feeling sad, when you are feeling, mentally not there right now. And it's like, you don't constantly have to show off that you're beautiful, because you are beautiful whether you show it or not. I hope that helps with that. I know I may have made it more complicated than it had to be, but yeah, that's just what I fucking do. That's what I do. With the what gifts awaits in reverse, I think you need to stop worrying about what this hobby is going to bring you. I think deep down you know that it will bring you some sort of abundance, but you may be so focused on how much or what it will actually bring you that you're starting to like question whether it's this you should still continue to persevere in it. And it's saying like, don't worry about it right now and keep pushing through. 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 Okay. So, and then lastly, we have this card talks about trust. Trust where it's leading you. Trust where Trust where the river is leading you. Trust it. Trust this hard work you are putting in. Trust it. Trust it. You don't need to know exactly what it's going to bring you right now. Focus on persevering through it first. Okay, you're almost there to whatever goal you may have set yourself recently for it. Okay, let's pull some messages. I don't know why, but like, maybe this is causing you a lot of annoyance in your life. Like, you could be feeling very annoyed. I honestly kind of feel annoyed. Like, maybe you're feeling like annoyed that it's kind of like very mentally draining or physically draining, and it's saying like, don't give up, just keep pushing through. We have it. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. What is this going to bring you? The bigger picture of how, like, what this will bring you. It's not about what you gain from it. Maybe it's about what it provides for you now. And it's not about what it provides for you in the future. It's what it provides for you right now. That could be something that maybe you need to look at the bigger picture. What is this? Why are you going after this in the first place? Remind yourself. What is the bigger picture that you set out to begin with? Was it about the gifts that it will reward you in the future? Or was it about, something that it would provide right now? That could be something you need to ask yourself. Okay. You're allowed to cry. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like crying vibes. Like, you could be feeling very sad about maybe the way you look, and this is saying like, you're allowed to cry. I think maybe crying and letting it out will definitely help. I honestly kind of want to cry too right now. Like, I don't know. I want to cry, to be honest. But like, it's okay. Maybe take some time to cry. We have, I will be there for you forever. Maybe whatever it is that you're chasing after right now will be there for you forever. Like, maybe this is something that is a long-term thing that could help provide for you. Thing that will be here that you could always turn back to. Something that can help provide for you. Persevere through it. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle. Okay. I saw a message flip over, but oh, here it is. We have tropical drinks came out again. Maybe tropical drinks. Maybe making yourself some sort of tropical drink, like could help, like smoothies. I'm thinking like creating some smoothies, or like something in the morning, like maybe tea could help, like um some sort of drinks. Maybe you need to drink some water. I'm thinking like drinking some water. The end is near. This situation, whatever this situation, like you're so close to the finish line. Don't give up now. Keep pushing. You're gonna feel so much. It's like you want to cry. You're gonna reach this mountain and you're gonna cry because of how much fucking hard work and effort you put in. But you're gonna be so fucking proud of yourself that you did it, because you're gonna look back and you're like, wow, I made it from this rock bottom, this low point, like I literally had nothing or just didn't have a lot, to where I have so much abundance. I have, whatever this thing is, you'll see so much effort that you put into it, and you'll see so much accomplishment. 2, 3. Your personality is addictive. I think people, this could be something that's related to some sort of social thing. Like maybe you'll meet people within this that people really like your personality and maybe find your personality addictive. You could also be maybe addicted to somebody's personality. And maybe you're more looking towards what this person could bring you in the future rather than the now. And this is kind of saying you need to stop focusing on the future and stop focusing on, like, don't worry about the future, worry about right now and what this is providing for you right now. We have live, laugh, love. And we have some names here too. So someone's name, this could be about a person. Like maybe there's a person that you're maybe like trying to, maybe you're like, should I change my direction when it comes to maybe love? And this is saying like, or you're like, should I change directions or whatever? And this is saying like, maybe stop worrying about what action to take and just go with the flow on this love life situation. Like, persevere in what it is that you're doing right now, and don't worry about the future or what maybe love potential of the future, and just persevere in what you're doing right now, what you're trying to provide for yourself right now, what goal you are setting for yourself right now. Don't worry about this love situation. It doesn't matter. Don't get attached to this situation. Just because their personality is addictive, who cares? There's many other people in your life that are going to have great personalities. You could also possibly be maybe addicted to a person, and this person you could just be addicted to because they may like pursue the same hobbies that you do, or pursue similar things, or have a lot of hobbies similar to you. And maybe that's something that you want to do for your life and provide for yourself, that maybe that's a reason to why you may find this person addictive. It's not like you're addicted to them. You're seeking this future goal that they may have, and it's like you shouldn't be trying to get that thing out of someone else. You should be pursuing that and getting that that fulfillment within yourself, because that's how you end up in a codependent situation. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Here's some other pieces of message. I'm only gonna pull like 4, because I don't want to talk for too long. 1, 2, 3. We have 10 of Cups in reverse. You could be struggling in possibly a relationship. 1, 2, 3. Give us something else to help us understand. We have 9 of Wands. Courage, persistence, test of faith. This is a test of faith. Trust the process. Trust whatever is what was given to you by the universe. The universe gave you this situation, this whatever, and it's telling you to trust the process. Go with the flow. I know I said take action in the beginning to go after what it is you want, but this is more of like, that could be with a hobby, I'm saying, to like keep pushing through it. But I really think that this is saying don't change directions. Don't change direction or pick a different hobby. Keep pushing with what it is you have and what it is you are chasing after right now. Keep staying persistent. Keep going. One more. 2, 3. If this is a relationship, like I said, it's telling you to, I think, to stay in this relationship. Keep pushing through this relationship. Keep making it work. You may need to have a discussion or two with this person. You got it. You can do it. Like, fucking you got it. Don't give up on it now. Unless it's like, you know, a situation where this person has disrespected you, then yes, you should give up on it. But it's like, I really don't think that is the case if this is a love situation, because I really am getting from the universe that's saying to persevere. Keep pushing. Or maybe this is just saying persevere into what it is that you have decided. Like, whatever it is that you've made a decision already on, keep going. We have 10 of Cups. Don't turn back now. We have 10 of Cups, shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, discontent, disconnection, misalignment values, struggling relationships. You could be struggling with your family, with your friends, with your significant other, and you could be putting a lot of hard work into situations. You could be feeling very annoyed, very sad, and it's kind of like maybe you just want to give up and stop persevering through whatever it is. And it's like, don't give up, especially if this is like therapy. Maybe you're going through therapy. Don't give up on it now. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on this person. Don't give up on your friends. Don't run away from your problems. Stick in it. Stay in it. I know it's hard right now, but you're going to be so proud of yourself once you're on the other side. You're going to see that this all works out in the end. We have upright, courageous, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for worst, pessimism, weary. So I think this has this, it's a perseverance, test of faith, and resilience. I feel like that fits perfectly in with everything that's around it. We literally have perseverance right here. So you need to stay resilient. Don't let whatever is trying to influence you, whatever is trying to lash out at you, whatever is trying to, you know, get in your way, don't let it pierce you or affect you. Keep pushing through. Whatever rocks are thrown at you, whatever is being thrown at you, fucking brush it off your shoulders and keep pushing through. Maybe something that could help you withstand this a little bit more is by setting better boundaries. This is testing your faith, and it's really asking you, like, it's really testing your faith. Like, it's really saying, like, can we trust, the universe is asking, can we trust you? Like, they're trying to see if we can trust you. They may have given you something great, possibly a partner, possibly some family, but maybe there's some hardships going on right now, like some really difficult times, or something that you're maybe facing and it's being very difficult. Or maybe there's a hobby that you have in your life that maybe you're in like the fucking what is it, the death of an economy right now. It's like really hitting hard times in whatever it is you're pursuing, and it's saying like you're facing hard times, but if you give up on it now, it's like the universe has given you and blessed you with something great, and it's saying like, if you give up on what we provided for you, like, there's no more blessings we can give you. Like, you have to stay persistent. Persevere in this blessing that we gave you, because we're testing your faith right now. We're testing if you trust us. We're testing if you can, you know, Go with the flow and go with what we have provided for you. Trust us. It's saying to trust us. And stop questioning. Don't question. Just keep pushing. We have regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief. You could be feeling very pessimistic. You could be feeling like regret that you maybe entered this situation. You could be feeling a lot of failure, disappointed, pessimistic. You could be feeling a loss, a grief. And it's saying like, you're feeling that right now because yes, you are going through a hard time. But know that what must come down will always come back up. Like, it's like, literally, it's like a cycle. You are at rock bottom, but know that you've hit rock bottom, and the only way up, there's only up from here. Like, it's literally like, don't give up on it now when you're literally so close to reaching such success. Don't give up. And then we have lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, inner happiness. This is saying like, you could be in a situation where you're lacking a lot of inner joy. You could be feeling very smug or dissatisfied with what was given, or you could be overindulging in maybe what was given, whatever this blessing was, whatever the situation is, whether it's a job, hobby, loved one, or a blessing that has came to you. And it's saying you could be very dissatisfied with it, but it's saying that's just temporary, because we are seeing if you are willing to persevere through the hard times. We are testing your faith. I think also you could possibly need to find more inner happiness, because you're dealing through a difficult time right now, and you're obviously it's suffering, and you feel dissatisfied by it. But know that I wish I could explain it a better way. It's kind of like having very high expectations and perfectionism. But it's like, you need to understand that what they provided for you, this gift that they've given you, is not going to be perfect all the time. Like, right now, we're in the flaws, and this is why it's very difficult to deal with the situation right now. But it doesn't mean like it's going to be like this forever. They are seeing how far they can push you. And it's making you realize too, some of the things I feel like they are the reason to why they are pushing you so hard is because they want you to realize that what you've been given is a blessing in disguise. It is literally God's, like, God has given you a gift, and it may suck right now because like I said, it's a cycle, and they're testing you to trust them and keep persevering. But it's like, you are also possibly expecting no flaws, and it's making you very dissatisfied, and possibly like and I think the whole, like, not acceptance of flaws, of possible flaws of this gift, is because you could fall into perfectionism within yourself, and that you aren't fully authentically loving yourself, and that's why you can't authentically love the gift that may have been given to you. And this may teach you that you need to heal yourself, love yourself, persevere with yourself while persevering with this gift. Okay, I know I talked so much. My fucking mind hurts. My mind hurts. I literally have a fucking headache. Talked my head off. Okay. I feel like you also might be getting annoyed of this reading, and I apologize. I'm not trying to be annoying. I know I might be a little bit annoying, but yeah. Okay. So we have these charms, and I'm gonna pull some messages. We have a couple stars. You could be possibly an Aquarius, or have an Aquarius placement that might be significant, that you may want to do some deep search on about yourself. We have like bells. I just thought of like Christmas time. Bells are ringing. We have 3 stars. I saw 3 stars. We have, oh no, we have another one star, shooting star here. We have a lot of stars. So this makes me think very like positive about this. We have a star here. We have like a starfish. We have star, shooting star. This is a good sign. Keep pursuing. Keep pushing. Don't give up. We have kangaroo. Kangaroos could possibly be significant. We have G-E-Z. I just thought of G's. Dad. There could be something with your dad. Maybe you need to, you could be struggling with your family, and maybe specifically with your dad, and maybe some issue with your dad, and maybe you need to find forgiveness or reconnect with your father. That made me want to like cry. Like, just like there could be something like that, like needing to fix the relationship between you and your father. Know that obviously it's not up to you. Like, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to fix something when this person is the adult here. But know that something I know, like, I like say a lot of information that I learn, but this is something I learned from my therapist, is just because someone may act like a parent, or like someone who is supposed to be the parent in the relationship, like, doesn't mean that they're going to be a good parent. You can't have expectations for people, because you're always going to be left disappointed. You have to realize that literally anyone could be a parent. Usually the people who a lot of the time aren't ready to be parents end up being parents, and they end up, causing a lot of pain and hurt. This dad, whoever this dad may be, they may not know anything about being a parent at all. Like, they struggle, they have a lot of flaws, they have a lot of issues, they have a lot of things that they could be better at. But you have to know that that's who they are as a person, and you can't change them. You could try your best to change them, but like I said, like, you have to accept them for who they are and let it go. And know that you can't expect them to be a better person for you or a better parent. And that's how you can find forgiveness for this person. And maybe even, communicating with them, or may help. And maybe just talking it out, or just it's not about them, it's about finding forgiveness within yourself. Like I say all the time, the only reason why I say, like, it might be best to go and talk to them, and talk things out, and maybe even find forgiveness for this person, for yourself, for your own peace of mind, so you could let go the bad blood or the grudges you may have towards this person. Anyways, so we have silk cord. There could be some Jesus fuck. Sorry. Some sort of connection still tied. I think you could definitely still be tied to this situation. It's like a silk cord, an invisible cord. That that might need to be addressed, or maybe you need to go seek therapy to help you resolve these issues. We have a little cactus here. It makes me think of like a beautiful flower, but it's like a rough flower. Rough, maybe even a rough childhood, like rough upbringing. And it's like um, a rough outer exterior of this cactus to protect itself. That could be something literally like describing your childhood and how you were raised. And it's like you may feel like you always have to protect yourself, or you kind of see life through this broken glasses. It's like every child that lives in a healthy family has these beautiful rose-colored glasses. They see life as perfect. They live a perfect life, and they live like a very happy, healthy life. They don't have to see life through this rough, hard exterior. They aren't exposed to these nasty aspects of the world, so they have this beautiful rose-colored glasses. But there's some people out there, and majority of the people out there, who see life through these shattered glasses. They see the pain, the suffering, the hard things of the life, the evil, exposed to it very young. And you may have perspectives because of the way that you were raised, and how you were grown up. And that's how you see the world, when it may not be true, just because you may have been exposed to some rough things at a young age. Okay, I'm gonna move on. We have humanity. You are human. This person is human. These people are human. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's the best way to help and know that, like, an expression I heard that was a really great expression is, people are always trying to do the best with what they have. They may not be given all this insight of how they could be a better person, or how they can act better, or how they can do better. And they're just doing it with what they can. We have fuckboy. I feel like I'm losing my mind a bit with this reading. Maybe you're going through a difficult time where you feel like you're losing your mind. You could have your own apartment that might bring you a lot of happiness, or maybe you're dissatisfied with the apartment. We have admire. People could admire you for having your own apartment or having your own space. We have little banana milk, little heart of keys. We have a little star. We have a little like bull thing. This makes me think of Taurus. This could also be like horns. We have MR or RM. I just thought of Mr. This could also be initials. We have a little death skull here. This could be something significant, like a death of a situation. We have Daisy. Could be possibly a name, or it could be like an actual flower that's significant. We have Hatch. You could be possibly needing to set better boundaries with someone. Possibly with the name Daisy. Or, you may need to be weary of them. It could also be I think have some courage and find forgiveness. We have the same one came out again. We have iodine, or maybe idiot. This person could be maybe really stupid, or they could also maybe hatch certain things, like maybe hatch eggs. Like, we have hungover. We have OP. I'm gonna try to stop guessing what each one is, because I'm literally getting a headache. Like, I'm putting a lot of, like, brain power into this reading and it actually kind of hurts. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I feel really like mentally like drained after that. Ooh, I'm so sorry, pile 2. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Right. Whatever came up in this reading may need to be reflected on in order to help with this divine feminine, this future high divine feminine manifestation. Jesus. All right. So know that everything's going to be okay. I wish I could give you a hug. And oh God. Yeah. So everything's gonna be okay. I love you. You're doing amazing. Keep pushing. Keep persevering. You got it. Everything will be okay. You don't need to make a decision. You can still go with the flow. Just keep, flowing. Everything will be okay. You're fine. Everything's okay. All right, I'm ending the reading here. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. If you chose Victoria's Secret's Tease Cream Cloud, this will be your reading on how you can manifest that divine feminine. I'm gonna spray myself. So, we are gonna shuffle your cards, your oracle cards on camera, just because I didn't have the time to shuffle them off camera. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it on camera. So, how can pile 3 manifest their divine feminine? We got trust. Mother frick. Okay. What else? How can pile 3 manifest their divine feminine? 2, 3. Speaking up, reverse. One, 2, 3. Needing to do what else do we have? 3. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, too many came out. I just need 1, please. Okay, clear. The last reading was pretty just mentally kind of draining. So it was a lot. So I feel kind of like drained a bit. So I'm going to try not to let that impact this reading. 1, we have the dolphin. And let's give us one of these oracles. Give us some oracle, please. 1, 2. We have the vision. I know I usually take 2. Okay, we'll take 2. Which is fine. I'll take it. Alright. I think I'm gonna just pull all your cards and then I'll pause, read them, and get a second to like reflect on them. Okay, so those are 2 kind of. What else can pile 3 in order to manifest there? Your divine feminine. One. Can't see, open your eyes. True friends. Follow your gut feeling. You know what the right decision is. I push everyone away because I'm hurting. Spiritual waking in progress. I'm gonna shuffle. I didn't want to take that because it was just names. Let's do another one. Take a breath. Deep breathe. Okay. And then let's pull some tarot. Shuffle your tarot. That's supposed to go over that. I'm gonna pull like 4. I'm not trying to overdo it. I want it to be a short, comprehensible reading. What can pile 3 do to manifest your feminine energy? Your divine feminine. Okay. Alright, I'll come back. I think you know what it is you need to do in order to manifest this divine feminine energy. It's just that you aren't listening to it. And maybe you just can't see it yet because your third eye might be closed because of maybe the lack of practice. Like maybe you haven't been that spiritually lately or spiritual. Maybe you haven't really been doing, like, you haven't been practicing your intuition much. It's kind of all just closed off. Everything's really cloudy and confusing and just like, just a lot. And it's like you're making it harder than it has to be. It's very clear. There's a clear vision. Clear vision. There's literally a clear vision. And I think you are allowing yourself to be deceived. You're allowing yourself to be manipulated and having a clouded judgment. Like it literally says like, removing the veil of deception. There's a spiritual awakening in progress. There could be a tower moment coming soon that might cause pain that reminds you again, or reminds you about the deceptions and possible manipulations. You could definitely have a hard time seeing manipulation. You could have a hard time seeing deception. But your gut already knows what is the right decision. you already know what the right decision is. You just have to make it clear, and you need to release something in order to make that clear. It says what kind of release would protect my clarity in my space? I have a feeling that you may have already um you may have already dealt with tower moments in the past that may have caused you a lot of spiritual awakening, but it's like you are just maybe reliving a same similar situation, because you're just ignoring like what your third eye or whatever your intuition is trying to tell you or your gut is trying to tell you, and you're just ignoring it out of like just not wanting to hear it, or like you're causing these clouded judgments for yourself, maybe out of boredom. It could be like with a partner, like maybe you're not seeing the red flags, or you're not seeing the red flags out of someone, and it's saying like someone who could be deceitful, manipulative. They could be all talk, no action. They could have a lot of hazardous action. They could be also very self-expressive. And it's saying, you know what it is? Like, you know that this person is the problem. You know that you need to release them, but it's like you're just not doing it. You're not clearing that mindset. You like, maybe it's not that you have to release them. Maybe there's a different, like, maybe that's just, a theoretical way that you need to release them. But how, in your own terms and in your own world, can you actually release this person, that helps you clear your mind? This person could be causing you a lot of confusion, a lot of problems, and it's saying you need to release them. Whether it's maybe blocking them could help, whether it's maybe you need to block them from seeing your story, maybe you need to block them from seeing their story. There could be something that you just need to, like, maybe if you can't fully block this person just yet because of like some sort of reason, you may need to slowly but surely guide yourself in that direction, because this person, um no matter if they change in the future, they're just not best for you, for right now. And there could be a lot of things clouding your judgment, like fantasizing or just like allowing yourself to be deceived. You could be greedy, you could be possibly very stubborn, you could be obsessed with wealth or financial status. Like maybe they provide a lot of financial status and you're just like not seeing it, and you're just like ignoring it because maybe they're like rich or something. Because maybe that's something you want in your life, and it's like, stop focusing on this person and what they can provide for you and start providing those things for yourself. Don't rely on anyone else. Rely on yourself. And I think that's how you can manifest your divine feminine, is creating this world for yourself and not being dependent on other people. You may also need to start hanging out with your friends more. Maybe boredom is causing a lot of this, where you're clouding your judgment. Maybe you need to hang out with your true friends. It says no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There is nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will be always laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Relax and trust, and then do my laundry. I think you need to trust your intuition. Trust whatever your body and whatever your gut is trying to tell you. Constantly remind yourself what it is you know it to be true, whatever it is deep down that you know is true, and trust it, because that ultimately is going to save you from a possible tower moment, that this person may cause. You may also have a spiritual awakening once you finally release yourself of this person. I think we also need to take a deep breath and find more relax in this thing, and trust yourself and know that, you can control yourself. You can relax. You don't need to be so anxiety induced or anxious or feeling sick or anything. Like maybe when you're around this person, you feel anxious or there's a lot of anxiety, possibly. you can trust yourself and know that you can control your actions and do what's best for you. Like, and not worry about the situation anymore. You need to let it go and not worry about it anymore. It's time to let go of it and stop worrying about it. I think definitely just relaxing, take the time to actually relax mentally. Like, you could be physically relaxing, but mentally you're not relaxing because you could be having anxiety. And it's saying, like, find ways to mentally, the time has been given to you to relax, and you need to mentally and physically relax when you are given that time. Maybe find ways to ask yourself, how can I mentally relax when I'm physically relaxing? Like, what can you do? Can you journal? Can you clear this overthinking? Can you find ways to help this anxiety? I think also you're probably going through a lot of self development, maybe struggling with perfectionism. You could also be misdirecting your activity, maybe focusing too much on this person rather than focusing on yourself and what you need to find in yourself. You could be lacking passion, motivation, and inspiration because maybe you're seeking that out of someone else when you should be seeking that out within yourself. You should be able to provide yourself whatever a partner can provide for you. If you are looking to be financially off for yourself and you're in a way like you think that you should go after a partner that is financially off, that is not the way to do it, because then you become dependent on them. You have to be able to be financially well off for yourself, and a relationship that maybe some person is also financially well off, that's a plus, because you need to be stable and structured within yourself, that you know that if this person leaves your life, and if they leave your life, it's okay. You don't need them because you already have what they provide. They are just a plus. Anyways, let's talk a little bit more about the vision. What it is that you see, what it is that you want, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're chasing after, whatever energy you want to manifest that bitch. Write it down. Tell yourself these things. Don't even be like, I want to be like, I'm going to be this thing, this, and this in the future. I'm going to be this, and this right now. Motivate yourself, encourage yourself, find inspiration within yourself. Find ways. What are you passionate about? What are you chasing after? What are your goals? Trust that you can provide these things for yourself and you don't have to depend on anyone else. And also the whole relaxing thing. Find times to, maybe you're just also very bored right now and you need to find time to spend with your friends and hanging out with your friends, or just you could be hurting right now. Maybe that's why you're pushing everyone away, and it's like that could be self-harming, and maybe what you need to do is bring your friends back into your life and start hanging out with your friends again. We got the dolphin. You could be someone who's very creative, very loving, very just inspiring, and it's like you could be lacking this inspiration right now, but it's like you need to possibly speak up. Maybe tell your friends that you're hurting right now and talk to them about what you're hurting about. Maybe you need to start speaking up to yourself, telling yourself, talking out loud whatever it is that's bothering you, journaling it. Talking to yourself can help. Taking yourself out on dates, healing yourself. We're in this healing energy. We're 777. We are here to heal. It's time to heal. It's time to fix whatever it is that needs to be healed. You are the healer, literally. You could also be very spiritual, an active healer, but you may underestimate your own powers. You may not. Maybe you kind of gaslight yourself and be like, oh, what I'm seeing or what I'm thinking or what I know deep in my gut, maybe you gaslight yourself and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's right. But then in reality, it's like whatever it is that you feel in your gut, whatever it is that you have such a great intuition, ends up always being true. It's like your intuition is so powerful, your gut feeling is so powerful, yet for some reason you still ignore it. Don't ignore it. Release it. Clear it out. Clean that third eye up. You know, clean off the cloudiness off of your third eye, because that bitch is so powerful and you need to release her. Start, you know, chasing your passions. And doing things for you and not for others. Like, for example, not everything you have to do or any passion you do, you have to profit off of. It's not about profiting off of. You could maybe start drawing for yourself, or start doing little hobbies on how to improve yourself and fix yourself, rather than trying to find ways to do things for other people. Stop worrying about everyone else and start worrying about yourself. And do things that maybe you don't even have to profit off of. Okay, I think we should pull some charms, and I'm not gonna overtalk your head off like I did with pile 2. Because pile 2 was very, like, just very, I don't know, like, how to explain it. It was very, like, needed to take a breath type of energy. Very strong, like, stuff going on. So with my pile 3s, though, we're gonna keep it short, keep it calm, keep it steady. All right, we don't need to over explain anything. We're not overthinking. We don't need to overthink. We keep it short and simple. Find more compassion for yourself as well. Like, I feel like I'm talking very, like, hard and rough. That could be something too. Like, everyone here could possibly be in more of, like, a masculine energy, like authoritative, very, like, non-emotional, very, like, hard love, like rough, tough love type, and like mentality. And maybe we need to, like, let that go a bit and find more love and compassion for everyone around us and for ourselves. I think that's a good way to explain it. It's like, this reading is supposed to help us find love and nurturing love and authentic love. Not worrying about what needs to be fixed, what needs to change, and worrying about how you could bring love, more love into the situation. Love for yourself and others. I think definitely finding love for your friends. You need to reach out to your friends, hang out with your friends. You could have a friend that may have a J or N name. You also could possibly have a friend that maybe is like Jane or Jen, or I just thought of Jamie. We have an M name. We have a lot of M's. Hold on, let me splash that around. We have a little flower here, blossom with your friends. We have a little O, engrave. Maybe you have some sort of engraving business where maybe you engrave things, or maybe there's some sort of engraved thing that you may have, like some sort of abundance you may have. Something you may own that's engraved that might help you find more self-development. Like, maybe that's something you need to wear or hold on to you. We have deceiving. You may deceive yourself. You may also, like, feel like you can't trust. You may, like, deceive yourself and gaslight yourself and be like, oh, I can't trust the universe. I can't. You may be like, oh, like, what am I? Am I what? Like, you could literally be like, am I? Oh, Jesus fuck. How can I explain this? I don't know why I'm stuttering. This is so hard. And what I am perceiving to be true. Like, you may have all these messages, all these different things, like all these different signs, all these different, like, you know it in your gut to be true, but then for some reason you're like, wait a second. Am I seeing this right? And then you start to gaslight yourself and you're like, I can't trust anything. You know, I can't trust anything. And you start to have these trust issues. And it's like, the universe is saying, trust yourself, love yourself, you know, find love for yourself, authentically love yourself, but also trust us. Because we're telling you, we are showing you that what you are thinking, what your gut is telling you is true. Don't deceive yourself. You might be gaslighting yourself. We have AO. Ayo. I push everyone away because I'm hurting. You could be pushing some people that love you away because you could be hurting. We have a little cat here. I think also with whatever it is, this person, I think don't find love and maybe lay back on the whole masculine energy where it's like authority type of rough love with this person, and maybe find more compassion for them, like, and forgiveness and like nurturing, and like you could bring love to this person and have love for this person, but also not have them, you know, too close in your life. Like you could have love for this person, but know that maybe they're not the best for you. Like you could love this person, but also know that they're not the best for you. You don't have to have authority over them. You don't have to, you know, be rough or rude or, you know, you could still have love for this person. Okay, what else does it say here? We have compassion is a way of being. Having compassion for this person. What did I fucking say? Literally having compassion. Have compassion for this person. Know this person. They're doing the best that they can with what they have, and they may not be the best fit, and they you know, they aren't the best fit. They have a lot to work on. They could be manipulative. They could be very deceptive. But that's okay. Forgiveness. Don't let them deceive you, of course, and don't fall for the shit. But you could have love, and you could understand them, and know that maybe they're not even aware that they're, you know, manipulative or deceiving. But you don't have to have this person in your life. You could love them from a distance, and you could have love for them. Like, compassion is a way of being. Having compassion for this person. Don't talk shit about them. Just let it go. Let go of this grudge. Let go of whatever pain or hurt you may have towards this person. We have branch, dangerous, homeless. Alana could be a name. We have knitting. You could be a knitter. We have this little Aries sign. Someone could be an Aries. Maybe Alana. This girl Alana. Someone could be homeless. Possibly an earth sign. That's maybe very greedy or obsessed with wealth. Financially inept. We have claim. I feel like I'm getting claim here. You may want to claim. Maybe you're being greedy, having a lot of material loss, maybe stubborn or obsessed with your wealth and financial status. And this could be possibly a little bit dangerous, and maybe you need to branch out a bit and maybe stop the greediness. We have claim, like maybe you need to claim your energy when it comes to your finances and stop spending so much, or maybe being so greedy about what it is you get. I'm not really sure exactly what the message is there, but we have Libra. This makes me think of balance. We have a phone here. We have Y. You could be a Libra. Someone could be a Libra. We have S, and a little kitty cat over celebration, joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming. We have a white cat. So this could be like there's going to be celebration, joy coming to you. Possibly a marriage as well. Home, community, homecoming. And then we have a little key. Like the key to finding love for yourself is not by pushing everyone away, but asking for help. Maybe instead of trying to figure everything out for yourself, maybe you need to start asking for help. Start talking to people, start asking. Delve into this more of feminine vibe. Find more nurturing love, find more compassion for yourself and others, and stop pushing everyone away and start asking for help. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. It's okay to, you know, allow your emotions to be shown. You're not, you know, just because you are these things doesn't mean that you're weak. It just goes to show how much more stronger of a person you are. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. I love you. You're doing amazing. You're doing wonderful. And you deserve all the gifts that are coming your way. Love you, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.